All right, everybody, it's Romeo. A guy was texting me saying he looked in a car next to him while I was driving and saw a kid reading a comic book. No iPhone. He couldn't believe it. Well, we're going to talk a little bit about that. Last trip standing. It's the contest we're doing to get you guys somewhere around the world. We're going to talk a little bit about that. Also, cheating. Whose fault? Who's accountable? Are cheaters made? We got into a little conversation about cheating. Let's check it out.
So a friend of mine, I was talking to him yesterday. We were out getting a little golf in, hanging out, and he's upset. He's not upset, but he doesn't, there are just some issues in your relationships with your husbands or wives that I don't know why they're a problem. So his wife came home, I guess, over the weekend with some shirts, some new shirts for him. She went out shopping for him, right? Great, right? You don't got to shop. But he doesn't like the clothes she bought him. And he doesn't want to wear them. So he tells me, he goes, I don't like everything that she wears. I think she looks ridiculous sometimes. But what am I supposed to do about it? She wants to dress me, but am I supposed to, and these were his words, am I supposed to go buy her clothes? And I bet she won't wear them if she don't like them. So what do I do? Find bigger fish to fry? I don't know. Find better things to argue about? I don't know. I mean, he makes a great point. Look, I know there's a lot of guys out there, even me. I'm one of them. We don't have the best fashion sense, okay? But we like what we wear, and we wear it. And if your wife is going to ask you to wear something, then shouldn't she wear what you ask her to wear? Regardless of who buys it or not, or does the fact that she bought it matter? I don't know. But he does raise a very legitimate point. Most of you women seem to dictate what your husband wears and don't see the hypocrisy in him maybe not wanting to wear it and or you wearing something he doesn't like. So how do you solve that problem? That was his question to me. I don't know. Be a man. Don't wear it. I don't know what to tell you. All right, 842-547-7. I was telling you about a friend of mine. I guess he's bothered by the fact that his wife went and bought him some new shirts, some new clothes that he's not really into, doesn't want to wear. So he's telling me about it yesterday. And he was asking me what I thought. I don't know. I guess I don't really have a thought on it other than the fact that I understand where he's coming from. I mean, your wife wants you to dress a certain way. So is that necessarily a bad thing? I'm sure she's not trying to dress you to make you look dumber than you already look. And he doesn't dress bad to begin with, but I mean, I'm just saying. Already 42547-7, but it doesn't work both ways. You can't go buy your wife some hoe outfit because you want to see her dressed up like a hoe and her go, yeah, I'll wear it. She's not doing that. You know what I'm saying? So I guess if we're playing, if we're keeping score, I guess he's got a point. Already 42547-7, but I also don't think that another adult should tell another adult what to do or how to dress. We're not kids, okay? 842-547-7, hey, Rome. So you're talking about fashion. My wife is always coming home with some of the latest fashion that these kids are wearing, and she's always trying to get me to wear it. I don't want to dress like a 17-year-old boy. I'm a 45-year-old man. I'm going to dress like one. I don't need skinny jeans and tight cuffs. I always just tell her that, but she still brings home these clothes. I just keep wearing my old stuff. I mean, that's a great point too. A lot of these older women are trying to look like 17-year-old girls, and they look ridiculous. And a lot of guys don't want to dress like a 22-year-old. Fashion's different. It's not for everybody. Fashion has an age limit on it, by the way. Just so you guys know. This fashion, man, and women dressing your husbands like little children, right? My buddy's having that problem right now. Yo, Rome, my ex would do this to me. She would bring clothes that were not my style, not me. I didn't like them. It was my girlfriend. So in my head, I ain't asking why. For what? Nothing. All she said was, I seen this and thought you would like it, even though I didn't. Guess what? Guess what? I loved the price. I got it for. So thank you so much, baby. I'm wearing it. Now I have a basic style, been dressing the same since '03, white tee and jeans. So I get it. I get it. She might have wanted me with some more flavor, but Romeo, I ain't on planing. Oh, they're out. Okay, so what? This is a little confusing, I know. They're out there spending 30 to 40 each shirt on me when I'm good with three for 20. No, if she was using my money, now if she was using my money, this whole story would be a different. So she's your ex. But here's the point about that, about what you just said. If when you met him, he was rocking the white t-shirt and the jeans and that was his style, and 5 years down the road or 2 years down the road or whatever, you want him to wear a colored shirt or you want him to wear a button up, or what in the hell's wrong with you? You know, if that's what got him, then just let him be. Why are you trying to dress him up like a Ken doll? You guys, the problem with these women, the women who do this, because I know there's a lot of you women out here that don't do that. You're okay with your man putting on his work boots and his jeans and heading out to have dinner. You know, I get it. But there's a lot of women out there that are trying to dress their men to stay fashionable, to keep up with trends and whatever you see on TikTok, and that's stupid. Just because you women want to do that, and now you're forcing your man to do that, and even though when you met him, that was not him. So you wonder why things don't work out. You wonder why you got problems. You know? RD42547. My boy is a gangster, man. His wife threw out a bunch of shorts one time that he didn't like, that he loved. He loved his shorts, but they were terrible shorts. You know, he loved them though. She threw them all out. That fool just went out and bought more. That's how you handle that, huh? No, what'd you say here? Hey, Rome, it kills me when a 35-year-old mother is wearing a crop top and short shorts, and the daughter's wearing clothes. Like, why you're embarrassing your daughter? Yeah, I mean, I hate to be the one to tell you this, and sorry, but all of you women out there who are dressing like your daughters, you may be in phenomenal shape. You may do Pilates and yoga and CrossFit or whatever to work out and look great, but you still look ridiculous. I'm sorry, you just do. You know, because now I'm looking at before and after, and before never looks good, especially when after standing right next to you. Okay? All right, 842-5477. Hey, Romeo, I am a woman, and I just want to give you a perspective that you are missing. As women, we try to stay fashionable and always look good. What is wrong with wanting our men to do the same thing? If we're always updating our clothes and fashion with the times, shouldn't our husbands be doing the same thing? That's how we stay attractive to each other. Do you think that's how you stay attracted to each other? I understand your premise, and I guess, but the problem is, if you're not attracted to your husband and it's clothes that's changing him to make you attracted to him, isn't that a problem? Isn't that a problem in your marriage? Isn't it time for you guys to go your separate ways? I mean, that's not how it works. You want him to be attracted to you no matter what. And I understand how competitive you women are when it comes to other women. I don't believe you when you say you're staying fashionable for your husband. You're staying fashionable to compete with society. Your husband doesn't give a damn at all. Good morning, now. What's going on?
Hey, what's up, Rome?
What up, Ruben?
Hey, you know how that lady is just she was saying that, the fashion about want her man, keeps him in love or whatever.
Attractive.
Attracted, okay. But the thing is, Ron, they dress up like that when they go to work to look good. They dress up when, they're out with their friends, but when they come home and your husband come home from work, you're in a pair of sweats and a baggy T-shirt with your hair tied up.
Yeah, they have no, that's why I made the comment that their fashion for women has nothing to do with their husbands. They're doing it to compete with either their daughters, their co-workers, society. They're not, or anybody who's looking at them out in public.
You know what I mean? Or something, and that's what I'm saying. But when, the husbands, they're paying for all that so they look good, but when they come home, what does the husband get? And we're happy with it. Don't get me complaining. Men are happy seeing their old lady in sweats and stuff, at home chilling. But, they're talking about, I'm looking good for my man. Well, no, you're not. You're looking good for when you go out shopping, when you go out to the mall, when you go to work. But when you come home, what do? You get out of all that stuff, pull off your fake eyelashes and everything. You know what I mean? And just look normal for him. And you're doing it for him?
Yeah,
so
exactly.
That's just an excuse.
Exactly.
She need to quit that.
All right.
Later, bro.
He's right. You women are not being fashionable for your husbands. Okay? You know that. I get what she's saying. I get what you're trying to say. Hey, it's nice to see your man. If your man only wears shirts and T-shirts, it's nice to see your man in a suit. It's nice to see. I get it, but you can't change him. You can't go. He's not a doll. You can't just go buy his clothes and expect him to dress up for you all the time, especially if that's how you met him. I will tell you this, the opposite does occur, because I have some friends that are professionals, lawyers, doctors, and they dress in suits every day. And guess what they dress like on the weekends? Guess what they dress like when they go out? They don't dress in suits. So it works both ways. I just think that the idea that you women need to decide what your husband should be wearing to make you attracted to him. Well, why were you attracted to him when he was in shorts and a T-shirt, or when he was in jeans and a T-shirt? Why were you attracted to him then? So, yeah, I don't know if I believe your story, but I don't know. All right, 842-547-7. Rome, nice clothes, work clothes, sweats, it doesn't matter. My husband looks good, whatever he wears. These women are doing too much. He looked good when you met him, right? That didn't have anything to do with you. Exactly. If you got him dressed a certain way and now you want to change the way he dressed, why did you get with him in the first place? I walked into the studio this morning and let's see, I got a piece of paper here. McDonald's. Today is National Egg McMuffin Day. March 2nd. You get $1 Egg McMuffin. Egg McMuffins today are $1. Now, an Egg McMuffin is just egg, cheese, and McMuffin, right? So it's $1. You get Egg McMuffins today for $1. It's National Egg McMuffin Day. At the McDonald's is the classic Egg McMuffin or a savory, or let's see. I'm trying to read what they wrote here. The classic Egg McMuffin or a sausage McMuffin with egg breakfast sandwich for just $1. All right. Exclusively through the McDonald's app. Let's see. Yeah, okay, there you go. So for $1, you got the McDonald's app. You go ahead and order your Egg McMuffins. You get the Egg McMuffin or the sausage McMuffin for only $1 today. Wow, that's cool. There you go. All right, so you guys know that. What did you send me here? Hey, Rome, I'm driving in Thousand Oaks listening to your podcast trying to catch up. I'm a truck driver, and I look to the car to my left, and I see that there's a kid in the back seat, not on a phone, but reading a comic book. I thought that was pretty cool than to see him on some sort of phone or device. Exactly. Yeah, I agree with you. You know what's funny about that? I have seen that before. I was sitting, where was I? Maybe I was in Slow. I might have been over at Slow at the college for some event, and it was an all-day event, and I looked over, and there was a mom on her phone, probably the older child on their phone, and then the youngest child was reading a book. I think it was actually a Harry Potter book. And I asked the mom, I go, what's that all about? You guys got phones? She likes to read? She goes, yeah, she doesn't have a phone yet. So that's why she was reading a book. Now, believe it or not, and I won't say this much, but kids are very resilient. You would be surprised. I even believe today, if you sat your kids, if you have two kids around the same age and you take their phones away from them and sit them on the back seat for an hour car ride or a 2-hour car ride, I believe they will figure out a way to entertain themselves. I truly believe that because kids are resilient. Kids are very resilient. They figure it out, you know? And when they don't have a phone or an iPad accessible, they figure out a way to entertain themselves. They don't just sit there and cry and pout, especially for the longevity of something. They'll figure it out. So that's pretty cool, though. What kind of comic book was he reading? Did you catch it? Did you catch the comic book? But you gotta know, it's all learned behavior. You know, all these kids, it's learned behavior, and the problem is the parents are just as bad as the kids. And parents don't want to raise their kids or play with their kids anymore. So that's how they end up on phones and iPads. But I shouldn't say all parents, most parents. There's still a lot of parents out there that I still see out playing with their kids and enjoying time with them. So anyway, all right, 842-547-7. So what do you want to talk about? Kids, I don't know what you're asking me. You want me to talk about, what kind of kids are... who's still out there playing, all you got to do is take the device away from them for a little while and they'll figure out something else to do, something that's a little more active than just staring at a device, it's no different. When we were kids, it was no different when, what happened? Look at when you were kids, right? We got up at 6 a.m. to watch Channel 2, to watch cartoons from 6 to 8, or 7 to 9, whatever the cartoons were on, and then cartoons were over. So what did we do? We went and found something else to do. We didn't sit there and stay on TV because there was nothing on TV we wanted to watch. So we went and found something else to do. So that's all it is. I don't think things are much different, then you get into high school or you got MTV, right? You were home for your MTV show. But then once your MTV show was done, you had to go find something else to do because you didn't want to watch what was on TV. So it just, so I get it. All right, 842-547-7. So a guy sent me this thing talking about he was driving. He's a truck driver. He was driving, looked to his car that was driving by him. I guess the kid in the back seat was reading a comic book. And I guess he was kind of shocked the kid wasn't on some sort of device, some sort of phone, electronic device to entertain him, right? He probably doesn't have one. He's probably too young for one. Maybe he's got good parents who actually take it away from him and don't let him use it 100% of the time to destroy him as a kid and as a person. I mean, there are still some good parents out there. All right. RD42547-7. Hey, Romeo, I got to tell you, you're absolutely wrong about that. I have a 12-year-old. One day I got upset because he wasn't listening to me. I took the iPad away from him. He cried and cried and cried and acted like some sort of druggie going through withdrawals. I finally had to give it back to him for him to stop. Well, I mean, okay, well, how long? First of all, how long did this happen? What was the length that you took it away from him? I'm going to bet it was only for probably 10 minutes. I no significant enough a time to make him change his behavior, I'm guessing. But okay, I mean, I get it. I mean, these devices are like drugs. These kids don't know how to live without them, and they're gonna, die without them. So I don't. Maybe you should be better parents. Maybe you should be more interactive in your kids' lives, so that you don't have to. So they aren't like that. Maybe you should actually do stuff with them. Get them off their phones. Do something with them so they don't have to look at their phones all day. 842-547-7. Hey, Romeo, I agree with what you're talking about. These kids today all being addicted to their phones like a drug. That's why I don't allow my kids to have phones. I got a 14-year-old and a 16-year-old, and they don't get phones because I'm trying to raise them right. Sure. That's the easy way to do it. I mean, I get it. The easiest way to do it is to not give it to them, right? And deprive them of the phone, even though all their friends probably have phones. So all their friends are talking about things that your kids aren't able to talk about because they don't know what's going on. And then I'm not saying that's great. I'm not saying that is I'm not saying that is necessarily the best thing. But what I'm saying is you do need to know what's going on. All right. Kids need to, in a social circle, for kids to have friends, they all need to be on the same page. Okay. And I don't agree with you guys taking phones away from your children or taking iPads away from your children. What you need to do is be a better parent. I mean, I always laugh because my sister, and this was, it's been like 15 years now. I can't remember how old now. But my sister's kids my sister was real adamant about all healthy, all organic, all blah, blah, blah. They just all had. And so the first time she left her kids with me to watch them, I took them to McDonald's. Got them a Happy Meal, got them a cone, got them a sundae, got them a whatever, right? And my sister flipped her lid. What are you doing? Blah, blah, blah. Now they're going to want this. Well, they don't have to have it. But you can't deprive people of stuff. I mean, you can't deprive people of living, okay? You really can't. What you have to do is manage it. That's what you moms and dads have to do. Manage your kids' screen time. You can't alienate them from a cell phone or from an iPad or from a computer, okay? Because that's the world they live in. They're going to live in that world when you're dead, okay? So they need to understand it. But it doesn't mean you need to let it raise them, and that's the problem. But you parents don't want to be parents anymore. You don't want to step up your game and put in a little more work to be a mom and dad and make sure that your kids can have the best of both worlds. They can go out and play catch with you or badminton or whatever, volleyball or whatever it is you can do in your backyard to play. And they can still have an iPhone. They can still have an iPad. But you know what? It takes too much work for your parents to manage that because, wow, why would you want to put effort in raising your kids, right? So earlier he was telling me he was driving, he's a truck driver, and then he was looked over to a car, looked in the back seat. The kid was in the back seat reading a comic book. He was surprised the kid didn't have a phone. Well, there's a lot of reasons for that. Maybe he's not old enough. I mean, some parents are still doing a great job at managing their kids and raising them. So maybe he's just got good parents. You know, maybe he doesn't have a phone yet, or maybe he doesn't, they regulate his screen time. There's a lot of different reasons, you know, for it. This is funny, 842-5477. Hey, Rome, I'm not even sure how anybody can live without a phone nowadays. I mean, kids need them just to get a hold of their parents because how else will they contact them if they need them? I mean, it's a great point. Not a lot of payphones anymore. I mean, you're not lying. I mean, a lot of people need their phones. They need them. You can't live without one. I can live without one. I'm doing pretty good with it. Although I do I do catch heat from friends and family and stuff because I don't answer my phone because I just don't care, to be honest with you. But, you know, due to lack of home phones, due to lack of pay phones, I mean, do kids really need their phones? Maybe. I mean, yeah, I guess, because how would they get a hold of you if they're out running around? They need you. I mean, they probably don't need them at school because the school still has phones, you know, landline phones to call. So, I mean, you make a good point. You're not totally wrong about it. I mean, how do you live without a cell phone? But there's also the idea that do we need to use them as much as we do? What if they took everything off phones and they were just back in the day? Remember when they were just phones that all you could do is make phone calls and text messages? And we didn't have apps and games and all these. What if they took all of that off phones? Maybe that, you know. But yeah, I mean, I guess you're right. I can't really argue with it. I guess how does anybody? I mean, I went and played golf with You guys know my insurance guy, James Burton. I went and played golf with him on Friday, and he was on his phone the whole time working while we were playing golf. So, but he owns his own business. He's got it. You got to be accessible. So, I don't know. I mean, yeah, I don't really think there's an answer to the phone situation. You got to have one now, because if you don't, then what do you do? But the question is, do you need it? Do you need games and apps and all this other nonsense? Do you really need that much on it? I guess would be the argument. All right, 842-547-7. Yo, Rome, I agree. I have a son that is a black belt in Taekwondo and plays tackle football, and I am his football coach. He is only 10 years old, and he has an iPhone and Apple Watch. It is about the parent and how involved they are with their kids. Well, yeah. I mean, that's all it is. It's what it comes down to. There's not some secret formula. Okay? There's not some, magic trick. You parents just are lazy and you don't want to put the effort in to raise your kids. That's all it comes down to. It's that simple. Okay? You don't want to take the time to raise your kids. Well, Rome, I got to work all the time. My husband works all the time. You have time. And whatever time that is, even if it's an hour a day, how about take that time? But no, it's just, you're right. I mean, a lot of people need to understand that. And you don't want to, because you're on your phone also. You'd rather sit on TikTok just like your kids. So you're just as lazy as they are. So you're just as much the problem. You are the problem, actually. I don't blame the kids for the phones. I blame the parents for the phones. But what are you going to do? There's still a lot of parents out there that are still doing it right, like this guy right here, who's taking the time. RD42547-7. What did you text me here? Hey, Rome, good morning. Hey, there has to be a balance in life, and that's where parenting comes into play. And that's where you're right. Some parents want the easiest way out. Let's remember, the more you keep someone from doing something, the more they will do it once life has it available for them. That's how a lot of these teenagers let loose once they turn 18. Yeah, there's a balance. I mean, you're right. I think the biggest problem, though, with kids today is technology. I think that's the biggest nemesis of your kids is technology. It's good and it's more bad than good, but there's still some good. There's still a use for it. But you're right. Your moms and dads, you don't want to step up. You moms and dads have just been taken over by technology just like the kids, which is kind of funny because parents are supposed to be more intelligent than their kids, right? They're supposed to have more discipline. They're supposed to be more educated. They're supposed to understand the difference, but they don't. They're just, when it comes to this technology, these parents are just as stupid as their kids are. And they're falling into the same trap as these kids are. And it's amazing to me how the downfall of society. But there's still, don't get me wrong, there's still parents out there that know how to balance it. Those kids will grow up well-adjusted and happy. The rest of you guys are going to be screwed up. Or it's just what society's going to be. And it doesn't matter, you're all going to be dumb. And it'd be a bunch of dummies talking to each other because of everything they've seen on social media, or a bunch of people with low self-esteem and hurt feelings because of social media. It's crazy. So this contest we're doing, the last trip standing. I was looking at over some of the trips that are available. So the way the contest works is you have to qualify to win. You have to win the last trip standing. So there's 76 trips. We are going to eliminate, you guys are going to eliminate 75 of them. And then there's going to be one trip left. And out of the 75 qualified contestants who got to eliminate a trip, one of you will win this trip. And it's brought to you by Just Wing It and Marco and Janet at Selling Bakersfield. So you can go to Hot 941 and check it out. So I was looking at some of the things they have to offer. They got New York, Universal Studios, Vegas, New Orleans, Alaska. They got Denver, Austin, the Daytona 500. I don't even know what Beaver Creek is. I guess Eagle County, Colorado, Hawaii, Sedona, Dollywood, DC, Cancun, NFL, Catalina, Utah. I'm just Tulum. That's in Mexico, right? Where is Tulum? Oh, that's a cruise. I don't know where Tulum is. Puerto Rico. Well, anyway, so over the weekend, somebody was asking of Bermuda, of Disney World. So anyway, over the weekend, I was having a conversation about it. Somebody was asking me about it, and we started to talk about, where would you want to go? Aruba, Iceland. Where's it? You also got what? The Ultimate Guys and Ultimate Girls trip. I don't know what. So there's a bunch of different things out there, right? And we got in a conversation. Oh, you can even appear on a TV show. Nice. So Japan, Berlin. So there's all these different trips, right? You can win. And anyway, I was having a conversation with some guys, some friends of mine. We were all sitting around, having a couple beers, hanging out, talking. And they started talking about all the places they have been and then all the places they want to go. I have not been to a lot of places, okay? I go to Mexico. I've been to there. I can tell you on one hand how many times I've left the country. I went to the 86 World's Fair in Canada, and that's not even really leaving the country. It is, but it isn't. And I go to Mexico. Those are the only two places. I have never been anywhere else outside of the U.S. And that's if you consider Mexico and Canada outside the U.S. And I've only been to about, 6 or 7 states in the U.S., for whatever reason I had to go. And so we're having this conversation, and somebody asked me, where do I want to go? Like, you don't have any place that you want to go to just see before you die? And I was like, no, I don't. I don't care. I honestly will be perfectly fine not going to Europe, not going to, Italy. Is that in Europe? Not going to any place. I mean, it's cool to look at. I can watch it on TV and see all the great places it seems like it has, but things to do, but no interest at all. And my friends cannot believe that. But I figured out why that is. Because I grew up on an Indian reservation, and Indians don't want to go nowhere. Indians when you grow up on an Indian reservation, not today's Indian reservations. Today's Indian reservations have casinos. Back then, we were poor and didn't have anything. They just wanted their land back and were pissed off that their land was taken. So they never wanted to travel, and it was taken by Europeans. No, they never wanted to travel. My parents never wanted to travel anywhere. Well, my mom does now, but she's a rich Indian now. Like I said, casinos changed everything. But never wanted to travel. Never wanted to go anywhere. They just were mad that they had to live on a little piece of land. And that it was taken from them. They never wanted to go to Europe by Europeans. So I was having that conversation also. I figured it out. I was talking to my dad, who was the chairman of the reservation. He said, yeah, he don't want to go nowhere either. And that's why. It cracked me up. Anyway, so this last trip standing, this is how it all started. Is great. I mean, the last trip standing, there's a lot of cool places to go. And I know a lot of you want to go somewhere, right? So where is it that you want to go? Where is your ultimate, where's your ultimate vacation? Some of you vacation all the time, so it's no big deal. But a lot of us can't afford to leave Bakersfield. So what would be your ultimate vacation to go on? Already 4254777. Oh, Chili. My boy Chili Gilly, he's trying to win because he's got to take his wife to Italy. I don't know if that's his ultimate vacation, but where would you like to go? Where would you like to see before you die? Do you have one place, one goal, one destination? Good morning, what's going on?
Hello, Romeo. Me, Seattle, Santiago.
What's going on?
If I could, I would like to eliminate Delano. I have no reason to go there.
Well, we're not eliminating anything right now.
Okay. Goodbye.
Good morning, Dom. What's going on?
Hey, Romeo.
What's
So
up?
my vacation would be to Greece. And the way I'm going to get there is I feel like if I speak it into existence enough, I'll get there.
Wait, why Greece?
Because it's just so pretty. I don't know. All the pictures I see of Greece, I want to be there. I mean, I've traveled a little bit, but not like anywhere extravagant.
Where's the most extravagant place you've gone to?
Probably Cabo and Disney World. Those are supposed to be the most expensive. Okay. I wouldn't say extravagant, but...
Well, I mean, no, that's a big deal. Some people will... I've never been to Disney World, and I'll probably never go. You know? I've been to Cabo, but...
Huh? Yeah, Cabo was... But just when we went to Cabo, it was on a resort, so that was definitely expensive.
Well, it's not expensive today.
I know, right? Thanks, Romeo.
Bye. I mean, when you think about it, everybody wants to go somewhere. Greece does look beautiful, by the way, but I hear it's terrible, and you always hear bad stories about Greece, about tourists being taken advantage of. But yeah, you got to have a trip. Everybody's got to have at least one place they want to go, right? Some of you want to go everywhere. Is there one place that you want to go that you want to see before you die? And where is your ultimate vacation? Where is the one place you want to see before you go? Already 425-477. Yo, Rome, I don't really want to travel out of the country, but I would like to go to a Super Bowl before I die. But they're so expensive, yeah. And they're hard to get. I mean, that's probably something you got to have a lot of money for, so I don't know if you'll ever make that unless you come up. Hey, good morning, Romeo. Can a person qualify more than once? No. You cannot qualify more than once. At least I don't think so. No. You can't qualify more than once. The contest is 75 people are going to eliminate 75 trips. And we're going to end up with one trip left, okay? And that's that. Already 425-477. Hey, Rome, the one place I want to go before I go is I'd like to go see Mardi Gras. It looks so much fun. Well, that's something that's very feasible. Going down to New Orleans. Mardi Gras just ended, didn't it? It just ended, I think, right? Yeah. I got some friends that went to Mardi Gras. Some friends that they said it was a great time. I actually worked with a guy who grew up in New Orleans. That's where he was born and raised, and he said it was great. But that's at least affordable, right? Like the girl who wants to go to Greece, it'd probably cost you what, $10,000-$20,000 to go to Greece? I mean, to do it right. So, all right, 842-547-7. Good morning, Hal. What's going on?
Sir, at Chili Gilly's Tax Service, we can get you to Greece. Many deductions that we have. You know those nephews that many people have that are in juvenile hall? What you do is you go visit them, you get their social security number, and steam them. That's what I say. I'll get you into Greece before you know it.
Oh, that's hilarious.
You will be a repeat customer.
Oh, my God.
And remember, si habla español and a little bit of French. Goodbye.
I got to tell you what happened over the weekend. It was kind of funny. So I have a group of friends that I went to college with. Some of us went to college together. Some of us went to separate colleges, but we grew up in the same town, so we stayed friends. Some of us just went to work, you know. A couple of guys are friends of ours. They were in the military, so they traveled around a lot, but they were stationed near us, so we were all friends. So it's a big group of friends. There's about 16, 17 of us. A couple of them are females. And we've been friends. We've stayed friends for decades. I've been in Bakersfield 30 years. We've been friends, right? So one of the funny things is one of them, they got together. So we have one of our friends got together with another one of our friends. They ended up getting married out of college. They ended up, having a family. And then I think about a year or two ago, I think it's been about 18 months, maybe a little over 18 months now, since he was messing around on her and they divorced. So, I mean, it happens. What are you going to do? He got caught slipping. She took his stuff, right? Or I don't know. I don't actually know how it worked out. But I think it's been about 18 months, a little over that. Well, she called called me over the weekend. Her and her new man were heading down to. They were coming from north, going to Southern California for something. I think they were going to San Diego for a few days. So they're in San Diego right now. They were just going down to, hang out, have a good time. And, she called me because she's my friend. She wanted me to meet her new man, which I was like, I probably wouldn't have answered the phone had I known that's why she was calling me. But, I answer the phone. Hey, we're going to be passing through Bakersfield in a couple of hours. You got time to stop and have lunch? And I'm, of course I do, right? She's been my friend for a long time. And I want you to meet so-and-so. And I did. And so-and-so is great, by the way. He's a great dude. In fact, after they left, after lunch, I immediately called her ex-husband and said, bro, she got a man way better than you, man. And, but we're friends. I could say that to my friends, okay? But the thing about it was, this is what was crazy to me, and this is probably happens to a lot of you women. When they broke up, when she caught her husband cheating on her, it was the most devastating thing ever, right? I don't think anybody can argue that. I, along with multiple of our friends, told her life will be better. Okay? Dude messed up, lost you. Your life will be better. Don't worry about it. It took about 18 months for her life to be better. And I had to tell her that. And I just don't know how to explain it. And I believe 99% of the time, when you get out of a bad relationship, or a relationship where you're not vibing anymore, you're not in love anymore, things get better. I mean, unless you hold on to some animosity for the rest of your life and stay bitter about a relationship that doesn't work out, it's gonna get better. I mean, how many of you can honestly say that your life, after being cheated on, your life isn't better? Right? Or 42547, or whatever the case may be. I mean, whyever you broke up, that your life isn't better. I find it hard to believe. And I watched it all play out with a close friend of mine, and now she's amazingly happy. Already 42547. What do you got here? Hey, Rome. How can you do that to your boy? Hanging out with his girl, with his ex's new man. Well, what happened to bros before hoes? That's how. That's just how childish you clowns are in Bakersfield. I mean, that's why that's why I make fun of men in Bakersfield. I make fun of a lot of them because they're a bunch of clowns. They're a bunch of insecure, childish idiots. Bros before hoes is the stupidest thing I've ever heard. And to be perfectly honest with you, she was a bro. She's not a hoe. She's one of our bros. Just because she married, they were friends. They married each other and it didn't work out. Doesn't mean we got to dump her. She was just as much part of our crew as he was. So, you're an idiot. I don't know what to tell you, man. Maybe grow up a little bit. I mean, he's the dumbass that cheated on her. He's still my friend. He'll still be my friend, But, we all took our shots when he did it. I mean, because, he screwed up. Now he's miserable. He's mad. She moved on. Everything's good, right? So, anyway, mature people don't have bros before hoes, okay? And we were never like that. Me and my friends, we would leave you in a third world country if it meant we were going to get laid and we had to leave you behind. We did not care. We were hoes before bros. I guess that's what we were. And we've still been friends for over 30 years. It's been like at least that long, yeah. We still talk to each other about once or twice a week. That's how real men do it. Not you children in Bakersfield. Already 42547. Hey, Rome. Sometimes while I exchange my kids, I thank my ex for messing it all up because Romeo in my life got 10 times more better. Great husband with good Okay. Good. You know what? Nice home, Rome. He made my destiny awesome. Well, that's what I'm saying. And this, my poor friend. But you got to remember, they've been together since college, not since high school, but since college. So she just thought her life was over. I mean, she thought it was done. She lost her husband. He cheated on her. Oh my God. Well, okay. Now, 18 months out, it might be over 2 years, maybe about 2 years since they've been separated and divorced. I mean, now she got a great guy. She saw her on Saturday. She's heading down to San Diego to go have a great, I don't know how many days they're spending down there, but he's cool. So, yeah, I know it sucks when things happen like that, but what are you going to do? It's going to be better. It always is. Yo, Rome, it's mind over matter? Wait, what? Oh, I don't know what you sent me. Sorry. RD4254777. It's tough, man. All right. What did you send me here? Hey, Rome, you said your friend, she found a new guy after 2 years. How long are you supposed to wait once your relationship ends to start over? I don't know. People have different time frames. I don't think there is a time there. Well, let me put it to you like this. I think once you finally understand that it's never going to happen again, the relationship is done forever, then I think you should move on. Whether it's a day or whether it's a month. But I mean, a lot of you guys, the reason you are not happy again is because you're holding on to some sort of animosity for somebody that did you dirty in a relationship, and it's causing you to blame every other man, or it works both ways. Every other person is the problem, not you, and not just that one dude. So like for her, she was bitter for a while, and that's on her, you know? I mean, nobody else is to blame for you being done dirty by somebody else, okay? And that's the problem with all of you. So how long is it supposed to take to start over? Whenever you get over yourself, whenever you realize that it's not the next guy's fault that your last one did you dirty. It's not the next girl's fault that the last one did you dirty. It's just until you figure that out, yeah, that's all I'm saying. So once you know it's over, move on. You know, stop. I know feelings and emotions, everything gets involved, but that's all I'm saying. RD4254777. Hey, Romeo, he had to have he would have had to cheated for a reason. She probably wasn't a good partner to him. Maybe. I mean, I don't know what their relationship was like at home over all these years. I have no idea. I mean, when I seen them, they were always in a great mood, always having a good time, but I don't live next door to them, so you're right. Maybe she did do something. I don't know. RD4254777. I'm going to guess not, because I've known him for a long time. I'm going to guess it was his fault, 100%. But so I was telling you about a friend of mine. He cheated on his wife, and they're both friends of ours, actually, both part of our friend group. And she finally found a new guy. It's been a couple of years. Somebody said she probably wasn't a good partner to him. That's why he cheated. What did she do? RD4254777. Hey, Romeo. I'm sorry. I was looking at, sorry. Hey, Romeo, I believe that at least 8 out of 10 women that get cheated on, 80% that get cheated on, that's what you're saying, because they're not good partners, because they're not good wives. Wow. Okay. 80% of women get cheated on, huh? Because they're not doing what they're supposed to do with their husband? Really? Might be right. I don't know what the statistic is, to be honest with you. Rome, my question is, the guy, did he stay with the girl that he cheated with? No, he's alone right now. He's alone. He's bitter. He knows he screwed up. But, you know, Cheaters don't know they messed up until after they lose it all. So, no, he's not. He cheated on with one of his coworkers. So, but yeah, he knows what he did, and he knows he screwed up. But he'll be all right too. He'll find another girl. He'll be fine too. He's just all up in his feelings right now. So he's not going to be able to till he gets out of his feelings. He's just going to be sad and lonely. Good morning, Al. What's going on?
So, men, cheating. I gotcha. So this weekend, I went out to go see my friends, and I'm the single one of the bunch.
Okay.
So I picked up my buddy, these guys I've known since before I was born.
Okay.
One of them was a cop. So I went down to his house, I picked him up, and we jetted over to my friend who lives on a boat, who is my other buddy, right? My buddy who lives on the boat has a girl that's like 30 years older than him. It's his mother, basically. And he will never cheat on her. You can tell, like, by the end of the night, you can tell that he is in it, right?
Okay.
But my buddy, who's the cop, who has a retirement plan, who has the 2 kids, the house, the wife, teacher, he says to me on the way home, give me a minute. I got to delete some messages.
Wait, hold on. The buddy, though, on the boat, does the woman own the boat? Is she the one that's got it all?
Oh, no. When you own a boat, you pay like maybe $300 a month, for the slip. You don't pay anything.
Oh, gotcha.
He doesn't have a job.
Oh, he has nothing. So the guy who has nothing is never going to cheat, but the guy who has everything to lose is willing to cheat.
Yes, and the guy who has nothing is with a woman who is like in her 70s.
Oh,
We're barely 50.
That's hilarious.
And we were laughing. She looks like a grandma. She is a grandma. We were laughing. But the loyalty he has is unbreakable. But my buddy who's married to a cute girl, petite, small, very pretty, redhead, a natural, beautiful, sparkling redhead, gorgeous. Kids are grown. Kids are in Division I. I mean, top of the line. But, oh, no, he's the one that has to delete some messages before I drop him off.
Don't worry. As soon as she catches him, she'll get picked up. She'll be on a new roster soon. Nobody's going to let that stay single.
Well, can you let it go now so she still has some game before she's a 70-year-old woman who lives on a boat? I was thinking, like, how do you even go to the bathroom? He's right there.
Oh, my gosh, that's hilarious. That's hilarious. That's great. That's great. All right, thanks for calling.
Later.
Bye. Well, I think we could all understand, though. The guy who has nothing don't want to lose the meal ticket, and the guy who has everything is just an arrogant jackass who thinks he could just get it all over again. But, he'll be crying in his Wheaties after she catches him and he loses everything, the 401k, the house, and all that stuff. Hey, Rome, men justifying the men's cheating is wild. Anything but accountability. Well, let's be fair. He was only a bad husband because he got caught. Okay. Let's be fair about it, though. It's not always, cheating is always the person's fault that cheated, right? We can agree upon that. You could have left. I don't think there's any reasoning behind the fact that I cheated and I couldn't have just left before cheating. I don't think there's a justifiable reason for that. But what led up to that point, men and women have to take accountability, okay? I'm sorry. I hate to be the one to tell you this, but some of you women are accountable for being cheated on. Not accountable for the act of him cheating, but accountable for what got him to the point of doing it, okay? He shouldn't have done it. He should have left you first, but you have to take accountability for driving him to the point where he thinks about it and then does it, okay? Because you do have some accountability. You women are not perfect, and I know all of you think you are, and I know you think you're princesses and deserve everything. Bottom line is you're not, okay? You have just as many faults as men do. Human beings have faults, whether you're male or female, okay? You have faults, okay? Some more than others, some worse than others, okay? So you do have to be fair to some extent. It's on 94.1. Morning, Rome. Can I give a birthday shout out to Vanessa Gonzalez from Shafter? She's a longtime listener. I honestly forgot the name she uses when she calls in, but she's probably hungover. That's probably why she's not on today. But we would like to wish her a happy birthday. Well, happy birthday. All right. Good morning, now. What's going on?
Hi, Romeo.
What's up?
You guys are talking about cheating?
Yeah, kind of. Yeah.
Well, I mean, I agree with you in the sense that, some people, they do deserve it, if they're not showing a partner love and other stuff, they push them away. But some people cheat anyway.
Well, I know that. You're right. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. But you have to look at everything. You can't. Yeah. You can say that. If you had to guess, are most people cheating because they've been driven to it in their relationship because they're not getting out of their relationship what they want, or are people just waking up in the morning and going, I'm going to cheat on this fool?
Yeah, I believe it's that, but also I believe that some people are just cheaters. They do it anyway.
Oh, I agree with you. I don't disagree with you, but I would say there's a smaller percentage of men and women that just cheat for no reason than there are that actually could tell you somewhat of a legitimate reason of how they got to that point.
Yeah.
That's all. Okay. All right. Thanks for calling. Okay. But you got to listen to what I'm saying. I'm saying that gets you to the point of cheating, okay? Not actually the act of cheating. The act of cheating you don't need to do. No matter how far or how much you're not getting out of your relationship, you can leave before you actively cheat, okay? But there's a lot of gray area there. But I would say if you actually had an honest conversation between the cheater and the person that was cheated on, I think you would find that there's accountability on both parts, which drove them to the point of where they did it. I'm not talking about the act, okay? Once you commit the act, it's all on you. Okay? You should have left before you committed that act. Okay? But there's some accountability that got you there, male or female, but nobody wants to take accountability, especially women. It's Romeo. It's at 94.1. What's going on?
Hello?
Yeah, what up?
Hi, is this Romeo?
Yeah, what's going on?
I just wanted to say cheating is a choice. It's not like a lifestyle. It's a choice. And you could be faithful to the rudest cheater that you can possibly think of, and you could still be faithful. It's a choice. It's not a lifestyle.
Okay. All right. Thanks for calling.
Just want to put that out there.
Sure. No problem. Thanks for calling. Appreciate it.
Bye. All right, bye.
94.1, what's up?
Hey, Romeo, you still talking about women and cheating?
Well, yeah, kind of. A little bit of both. Well, yeah, what's up?
Kind of. I want to tell you, I was married to a man. He's dead now. I was married to a man. He used to cheat a lot. I used to forgive him a whole lot. People didn't understand why. Like, why are you so forgiving? They didn't understand that I knew what I did in the situation. I could have had a bad attitude. I could have had a smart mouth. He could have been telling me things, and I wasn't listening, and it was causing him to seek attention everywhere else. Don't make it right. But I just knew the part that I, as a woman, played in it, and I wasn't always making it so loving for him. So he did what he did.
All right.
So I just want to say that there is women that take accountability, because I am one of them.
Well, okay. I appreciate the phone call. All right. Bye. I mean, you have... The thing about the relationships is you have accountability in your relationship. You do. You women don't want to take accountability in your relationship because you don't have to, but because society doesn't force you to, but you do. And but you got to understand what I'm saying here. A cheater, male or female, whether she cheats or he cheats, there has to be, for the most part, a reason it got to that point, okay? Because I don't believe most, and there's exceptions to the rule, like the lady called in earlier and said cheaters are cheaters, or made, they're made, not whatever, not made, or whatever she said. She's right. There are people that are just going to cheat regardless, okay? Regardless of however they're for whatever reason they're going to cheat. But that's a small percentage. Most men and women who are fulfilled in their relationship, whatever that consists of, okay? And I know all of you right now are just thinking, when I say cheating, I'm just talking about sex. No, you're being cheated on right now. Your husband or your wife is having intimate conversations at work with coworkers of things that would embarrass you or things you don't want other people to know because that's just between you and him or you and her or you and whoever. Yes, you're being cheated on right now because of all that. So I'm just talking about emotional, I'm talking about physical, I'm talking about all of it. But there is a way, there is a reason that a relationship gets to that point. You have accountability, she has accountability, you both have accountability for it getting there, okay? For the most part. I'm just saying the majority of cheaters. There's still exceptions to every rule. Some guys and girls are just going to cheat because that's who they are. All right, so what did you send me here about cheating? This cheating thing is very interesting because, well, I think there's accountability to go around. Hey, Romeo, men will cheat on their girls and women will call him a dirtbag. If women cheats on her man and finds a new man, all her friends are like, you go, girl. Yeah, I mean, they're always blaming men. I mean, you can't do that. You have some accountability. You really do. You both do. When a relation gets to the point where somebody's going to cheat, there's enough blame to go around for the most part. Now, that doesn't mean that there's not just guys and girls out there who are cheaters and are going to cheat, but that's not the majority of relationships, okay? So, hey, Rome, cheating is embedded in a lot of cultures. Growing up, every male role model in my life had multiple partners. I didn't know it was wrong until much later. Well, it's funny that you say that because in my life, I never saw that. So what makes your life growing up the standard and my life not? You see what I'm saying? Hey, Romeo, my ex-husband would cheat on me and I tried to make him happy. He was never happy. He was a male hoe. I stayed for my kids and ended cheating back. And he was so hurt and mad. How do you think I felt? Yes, I should have left, but it was hard. I had 3 small kids, finally left him 6 years ago. I'm happy and doing great. And yeah, it seems to always work out, by the way. That's how this kind of started. It seems to always work out for you once you leave a cheater. But once again, if you're going to have the conversation, you do have to take some accountability for it because you have some. Right up to the point until the act of cheating happens, the actual act, 9 times out of 10, the relationship to get to that point, you both played a part in that. Okay? But yes, there's always exceptions to every rule. 3425477. What do you say? Rome, I found out my husband cheated on me 19 years ago. I loved him the most 19 years ago, so it still hurt when I found out. I don't know if I should leave him now. What do you think? I would leave him. I mean, are you sure that it was only that one time? I mean, that's the one thing. Was it only that one time, or had he done it multiple times because he got away with it? I would not stay with a cheater, but that's just me. I would not. It's not, but it's not for the reasons that you think. You know, I just think that there are so many options out there for you to help save your relationship than there is to ruin your relationship. I mean, if you want to have a conversation and say, you know what, I'm thinking about cheating on you because X, Y, and Z it's not what I want in my life, in my relationship, then no. Then okay, but we had the conversation. I think cheating is the worst thing you can do to somebody because the act of cheating doesn't need to happen. You can always be an adult. You can always have a conversation with you not getting what you want as opposed to doing that to somebody, okay? So I do think you should leave them, whether it was 19 years ago or 9 days ago. Yo, Rome, these women have no idea what cheating is. Romeo, my husband cheated on me maybe about 6-7 times, and in all, all honesty, a woman will accept cheating, but she needs that man she's with can't get any better. But she needs to know that the man she's with can't get any better. She needs to be able to see that in the long run after the marriage moves past this obstacle. It will get better. What? You're going to have to explain that a little more to me, okay? I'm not exactly sure what you're saying. Already 42547-7. This is who I've been waiting on. Paulina got the advice. Paulina is the voice of the other side. Okay, that's why Paulina's awesome to talk to, because she gives you the other perspective that a lot of you women don't want to talk about. Hey, good morning, Romeo. It's Paulina. How was your weekend? My weekend was pretty uneventful, actually. Rome, to an extent, a man and a woman will absolutely accept cheating. Their partner just has to be worth it. And not only that, the partner being cheated on has to play dumb and not know about it. And that cheating needs to stay between the marriage/relationship, because it's embarrassing when other people know. I totally agree with you, Paulina. I believe there are a lot of people running around talking about how great their marriages are and have had an infidelity in their life, either from her or from him, and that they are, you're right, they act like it didn't happen because, that's why we let Paulina talk, because most of the time we agree, sometimes we don't agree, but I think you're right about that, Paulina. I think there are people that are being cheated on right now inside their marriages and know about it and just act like it's fine and not happening because they don't want to either be embarrassed or they don't want to, they're afraid to be alone or afraid to try over. Hey, what'd you send me? Oh, this is a person, let me see here. She stayed because of the 3 kids and she was cheated on 6 or 7 times. Hey, Romeo, my ex-husband was a cheater. He regrets not trying harder for our marriage. He says there's no good women out there. I think there's no more good men out there. Maybe 20%. Where are they at? Because I'm not getting back with my ex. He's a hoe and will never change. Well, both of you are wrong. You guys are both a little bitter, but you're both wrong. Okay? I would go the other way with it. I would say in Bakersfield right now, there are probably 8 out of 10 men are good men, 8 out of 10 women are good women. I think you guys are just upset, and I think you guys are bitter and scared and insecure, and you don't know how to get over it. But no, if you think that all men are bad, you're wrong. If you think all women are bad, you're wrong. There are more good women and men than there are bad women and men when it comes to loyalty, communication, relationships. When it comes to cheating, we're talking about accountability, right? Who has the most accountability? Well, the cheater does, because it's the actual act of doing it. But what gets you to that point? Do you have any accountability that gets you or gets your partner to the point of their thinking about it? Whether it be husband or wife, whoever, right? And I know a lot of you say, well, I did everything I could to make him happy or her happy. Yeah, did you do everything that you thought made him or her happy? Or did you do everything that made him or her happy in the relationship? What your version of happiness for him or her may not be him or her's version of happiness. So do you know you're doing the right things or not?
Romeo in the Morning.
Every morning.
On Hot 94.1.